Welcome everyone. I've got a very interesting project here for any of you guys that are Tomb Fork fans and just fans of yield farming protocols in general. So this project, Pendragon Finance, are going to be um, a yield farming protocol that's going to launch on the AVAX chain. Now they're going to base themselves on pretty much a fork of Fantasm, which is a recent project launch on the Phantom network. That was a huge success for a very small moment until there was an exploit in the contract mixed with a few other things that we're going to go over later, which kind of killed the project off. They do aim on relaunching very soon, and these guys at Pendragon Finance have decided to kind of take that idea and bring it onto the Avalanche blockchain. So, I'll go over some details. Maybe some of you guys are kind of new to yield farming and new to these kind of protocols. You don't really understand how they work. So basically, how it works is there's a synthetic version of a token that's created. So in the original protocols, it used to be a stable coin that was used. But most recently in Phantasm, it was a synthetic version of Phantom. This time around, it's going to be a synthetic version of AVAX that's going to be created called XAVAX. Now, we have this token, which is going to be pegged to the value of AVAX, so it should be following the price of AVAX more or less, whilst the protocol is working anyway. And you also have the protocol's native token, which is going to be the Pendragon's finance token. This is going to be the native token of the ecosystem, and so we'll just go back down to this website. It kind of shows a little screenshot of what the interface on the dashboard is going to look like, and so basically some ways to make money in these projects is you can see that they've got farms and staking, right? So in these farms, they're going to give some options to farm some pairs. So the pairs are going to be the PDR coin here. Typically, you're going to be able to pair it with the synthetic AVAX coin, and to then get a significant APY value. And you're also there'll be another pool, which will be a PDR pool, and you'll be able to pair that with just normal AVAX. Again, you'll be given a certain amount of yield for that APY, and after that you'll be able to normally you should be able to stake the a normal AVAX with the synthetic AVAX as well, and so so you can choose between the farms and obviously earn money through the value of PDR going up, and also the APY and the yield that you're gaining from farming those tokens. Secondly, there should be some staking available where you can have some sort of single pools to either lock up some of your PDR or your XAVAX and stuff like that, and then you'll usually have to lock that up for a certain amount of time, and then that will also yield a certain APY. And that's kind of in a nutshell how these projects work. So we'll go over here now and see what they've got going on in the white paper. One thing that I did want to note, say that you can say the same thanks to the previous projects that come before them, especially Fantasm, which is it's looking like it's going to be a very similar project to that. And they're also saying that they do want to note that their protocols fix many of the prevalent exploits in the past protocols, including the most recent Phantasm Finance exploit. So let's kind of go over and look at that and see what happened. There's a nice article that I found here and read that kind of goes into it in a little bit of detail. So the exploit resulted in consistent XFTM minting, which the exploiter solved for Phantom Finally, all the Phantom was sold for 2.6 billion worth of Ethereum, aside from through Tornado. Um, so this is what happened to Fantasm like earlier on in the month, and this is what killed the project basically, because it had an exploit in the contract that someone was able to take advantage of. And then on top of that, then um, the fact within 24 hours of the exploit, 15 million Phantom was sold back into exchanges, obviously doesn't help the price of Phantom as well, after they'd already just lost 20% of the coin's value after one of the core team members had left the team. He made a bit of an angry tweet about leaving the team that caused the price to drop as well. So I'm just gonna nip over to the chart for Phantasm and see what happened. Because as you can see here from when they launched at 25th of Feb, you can see this price going up here. I mean, this did well over 100x, over a space of a week or two. And then obviously since that exploit and the problems with the Phantom network, you can see that price has just dropped right down to the bottom now. But yeah, you can just see how much hype this project picked up and how well it did. Before before the exploit happened. And so these guys are saying that they have learned, the problems that the old protocols have had, and that they're able to work a way around that and fix any exploits that has been in the past. So let's go over the tokenomics a little bit more. They are going to have a pre-sale very soon. It's going to be a 500 AVAX total pre-sale. It's going to be 5 AVAX per wallet available, and 100 wallets in total. So these guys, they are giving them away. I've seen them doing a couple of competitions on the Twitter and the Telegram. I'll have links to both of those in the description of the video. If you guys want to get over there and check the Telegram out and the Twitter and try and find yourself a way to try and get a whitelist spot for this. Obviously, the earlier you get in, the better. And it's going to say that it's going to list the same price as a pre-sale. So here's some information regarding the farming and the staking. So it's saying here, when you farm your PDR tokens, it's going to be locked and vested for 8-week periods. And it's also reminding you here that you must claim your PDR tokens to start the 8-week lock period. Because you don't do that, then the 8 weeks will start counting down, which is important. So most of these projects do have lockup periods, like big lockup periods, and the reason for that is to try and keep some sustainability and longevity in the projects. And you can claim rewards early, but there will be a 50% penalty fee on your vesting rewards. So here's some information about the staking. It's saying with a single staking, you can do a no lockup period or an 8-week lockup period as well. So with the staking, you can have a lockup period and a no lockup period. Depends what you want to do. So here they're talking about having a couple more token utilities. It says our long-term roadmap includes launching additional synthetics beyond AVAX. So in the future they're going to create more synthetic tokens. It could be stable coins or whatever, in the future. So here it talks about XAVAX and what happens if it's under peg or over peg. Price stability is attained through the mechanism of price pegging. By storing AVAX as collateral, we are able to essentially peg AVAX to XAVAX at a 1-to-1 rate. Price stability is also attained through the value add and demand of PDR tokens, potential arbitrage between XAVAX and the AVAX, and for free distribution by holding PDR tokens. So yeah, there's another couple of ways to make money there for a bit of arbitrage as well, which is interesting. And again, these guys are just saying thank you to the some of these small projects that gave them the idea to create this one. Fraxine Finance and the most recent one, Fantasm. And so yeah, I'm very interested about this one. As you've seen how well the protocol worked on Phantasm. Obviously, despite the exploit that happened, can you imagine if that didn't come along, how much money people will be making on this now? So I'm very excited to where this team can bring this on the Avalanche Smart Chain. And so yeah, that's about it. I'm going to stick the links to the project, the Twitter and the Telegram in the description below. Go check them out. Go check the Telegram group because there's still opportunities to get yourself on the whitelist before the pre-sale, which is coming up very soon. And so yeah, so thanks for listening, guys. Until next time, bye.